Hello vinyl community, this is Randy, back today with another video. Today I'm going to show you some records that I've received from in the mail in the first part of December. These are all from subscriptions, well except for the last one, which is one that I ordered. So anyway, the first one that I received in the December 2nd or 3rd was this Grateful Dead record. This is part of their ongoing series of re-releases of 7-inch singles, the 45s they released from the beginning of their career, I suppose right up to the end. They're releasing 4 records a year, 4 singles a year, and this is the 3rd year, so this is the 12th single. This one is they're all two-sided singles. Franklin's Tower is the first one here. These are both songs from Blues for Allah album. Help on the Way is the other one. All of these 7-inch singles have these sleeves, which each side of the record is illustrated on the cover. So yeah, here's Help on the Way. I got a good low number on this one, 413 out of 10,000. I don't know if that really makes any difference for anything, but yeah, it's good to have it. So here's what the label looks like that. So it's on yellow vinyl. Yeah, Help on the Way and Franklin's Tower. So, yeah, Grateful Dead. Get those. Vinyl Me Please. Selection of the month is Aretha Franklin, I Never Loved a Man the Way I Love You. This is a mono reissue, so I was glad to get that. I don't have any Aretha Franklin in my collection. This is my first Aretha Franklin album, so I'm glad to get this one. Has her big hit song on it, Respect. Here's the track listing though, I'll let you look at those. Aretha wrote, I think, about half of these songs, usually I think with a co-writer. There's songs on here by Sam Cooke. So, yeah, this the liner notes here by Jerry Wexler tell me that this is her first record for Atlantic Records. Obviously it became a huge hit with Respect on it. She plays piano on all of these songs too, so I knew that she was a piano player, and yeah, it's interesting to read that she was still accompanying herself at that stage. Here's what this record looks like. It's on this colored vinyl with the Atlantic labels on it, so the vinyl sort of mirrors the album cover itself with that sort of pink and purple. Comes with this strip which tells about the recording. Down through there has a drink recipe there for a Dr. Feelgood. If you're interested in making one of those. Dr. Feelgood is a song on the album. So it also comes with this lyric booklet. That's all it is. It's just lyrics, no notes or pictures, but it's good to have the words. And then finally, this suitable for framing picture of Aretha belting it out. Yeah, Vinyl Me Please, selection of the month. Aretha Franklin. I received the Third Man Records vault release. This is vault release number 42. This just a couple days ago, really. This vault release focuses on the White Stripes' first album. So what you get here is a record of outtakes, demos from when they were recording their first album, and then you get a live recording from 1999 in Raleigh. Here is what the album cover, the real album cover, looked like. This is not the original. It originally came out on Sympathy for the Record Industry. This is one from 1999 is when it came out. This is one from 2002 on Third Man Records. But there's what the cover originally looked like. You can see it has a peppermint down there at the bottom. And here on this one, they've got a little dog down there. So yeah, this has been my favorite vault release so far of the ones that I've got. Here's the inner sleeve for that first vault release. But Yeah, this has by far been my favorite vault release so far. So they all come with this card, which tells about the release. This tells me that this is their first album. It tells me about the outtakes they released here. That live album was recorded in when they opened for Pavement for 3 shows in 1999. The first album of outtakes and demos is on white vinyl. So the very first thing on here is Dead Leaves, which is an acoustic version. Then there's a demo version, which did not end up on this album. It actually ended up on, I'm pretty sure it's on White Blood Cells, which is the first White Stripes album that I heard. So yeah, it goes on with the demos. And then there's this live album from Live at the Ritz, Raleigh, North Carolina, 9/26/99. So this is after the album had come out, and they're promoting it. They're playing in front of people though who are not their hometown crowd. So it's kind of interesting. And you hear Jack introduce Meg as his sister. They do some covers on here, like Jolene, the Dolly Parton song, and I think they do an Iggy Pop song on here. Yeah, I'm Bored. Iggy song from the late or the mid 80s, I guess. This record came with this book, which has lots of really good pictures of the band inside it. Here's their tour schedule for 1999. Lots of pictures of the band. This is it's a pretty thick book. There's quite a few pages here. I'm not going to try to show you all the pictures in it. There's an outstanding picture of the band. Yeah, they're in the snow up there in their mini skirt and t-shirt. So I guess those Detroit people, they're tough. They learned how to take that cold weather. Yeah, so lots of great stuff in this book. So yeah, like I said, this is by far my favorite vault release. Those 2 records are both great. That live recording is great. And then to top it all off, there's a space here for well, I thought it was a CD. I put it in my CD player, and it didn't work. I called them up to tell them I had a bad CD, and they told me that it was a DVD, actually. So that's really great. DVD of 2 shows from, I think it's like April and May of 1999 up there in Detroit. The second one is their record release party for the first album. So really just outstanding. It's great getting that DVD. Really happy to see them in that, you know, when they're very young there, when they were first starting. So yeah, it's been great so far. I received in the mail just yesterday Jimi Hendrix, Songs for Groovy Children. This is the new live release of the New Year's Eve and New Year's Day shows that Jimmy did with the Band of Gypsies at Fillmore East. Yeah, 1969, 1970. So yeah, 1969, Jimmy was no longer playing with the Experience, so he has Buddy Miles playing drums and Billy Cox on bass. There were 2 shows each night. I guess one started at 8 and one at 11 or something like that. And those were, of course, released on the Band of Gypsies album, which was just a 1-record set with a fantastic live album. I've had it forever. So this is just going to give us a chance to hear everything from those 2 nights. I think they've been released before in several different compilations and things, but this is the closest they've come so far to releasing all of the music. Evidently, from what I've read, there are still 1 or 2 songs that did not get released on this compilation. I don't know why. I assume maybe there were some recording problems, or they probably just didn't sound good, or something like this. There's a fantastic picture of Jimmy. So I'm going to try to show you every picture in this book, but there's a good sort of a getting ready for the show there. And yeah, I love that one because you can see how small the Fillmore is. You also see their little tambourines in the seats. They put, I guess they call them toy tambourines in the seats for that New Year's Eve show. So, yeah, here's what they look like on the stage. Another great picture of Jimmy there. So, I haven't listened to this yet, but I will. I'm really looking forward to it. So, yeah, 8 records. Each one of them looks something like this. It has a picture of either Jimmy or the other 2 band members. And then the record that comes inside it, the label on the record, sort of matches the color that's on the writing up there at the top of the label. So see the color there and see this the writing there across the top. So sort of matches that. So yeah, so there's 8 of these. There's this number 2. There's Billy Cox on that one. Back of that. So it shows the label for that one looks like. I'll just show you these very quickly. Well, like I say, they are sort of similar. I'm just not sure who that is on the... I think that's Jimmy, but it seems like they would have had a picture of Buddy Miles, and maybe that's Buddy Miles. It's just kind of hard for me to tell exactly what's happening there. Here's what the label on this one looks like. Notice how it is kind of like that. So yeah, these are some great performances. Machine Gun, I think, is probably the most memorable performance. Here's the next one. This is disc number 4. It's on there. Disc number 5. And number 6. Disc number 7. And very last disc. Some green and orange on there. So he closes it out. The whole thing closes out, side 2, with Wild Thing, Hey Joe, and Purple Haze. So sort of goes back to 3 of his Experience classics there at the end. You know, I'm sure the people in the audience wanted to hear all the Experience songs, so he gave him some of that along with doing his new material. So that's it. Those are the records that I've received here in the first part of December. So like I said, these were really, 3 of these were subscriptions, and then the Hendrix box. So yeah, let me know what you think about these records. These are all, I think these are all going to be great. I mean, these are all very, I think, well-known artists and records that have already, you know, been out for a while. So just sort of some outtakes and different versions of some songs. So looking forward to hearing all those. Hope everybody's having a wonderful holiday season so far. And thanks very much for watching.